Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today for another pick a card reading. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and today we are going to be digging into your May 2021 career prediction. So for today's reading, you guys, this is really intended to give you a snapshot of where you're headed for your career in the month of May based off of the energy of the now. So please keep in mind that we're going to get a lot of information here of what's headed your way for career this month, but this is all contingent upon the current energy that you're emanating. So if you guys view your pile and you don't love what you're seeing, you don't like what's being predicted out for you, just keep in mind that you do have control over the circumstances. You do have control over the moves you make. You have control over how you react to anything that could be happening. So just keep in mind, you always have free will to switch things up depending on the actions that you choose to take. But we will get lots of great information here, and you may be able to tell that I'm using a really fun 90s themed deck. I have a couple of really cute kind of nostalgic decks that we're going to be using today. I just thought it would add a really fun spin to things. So hopefully you guys do enjoy that. So let's go ahead and get into our card selection for today's reading. We are working with 4 groups today. Starting here on the left, we have pile 1, which is a chalcedony, pile 2, some pyrite, pile 3, citrine, and pile 4, some fluorite candy. So go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your career. Think about what's heading your way for career in the month of May. Select the card or crystal that you are feeling the most intuitively guided to. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time. Click the timestamp listed down below in the description box to skip ahead to your reading. Hey there, group number 1. So if you chose the blue chalcedony crystal, let's go ahead and see what's headed your way for career this month. And we're going to be starting off with your overall energies and then working in your tarot cards. Okay, so you guys start off here with the gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goal, okay? And then we also have the message of the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So overall energies, pile number 1. Let's see what we have here. My OCD is kicking in. So with this gibbous moon being your overall energy that you guys are working with, this is letting me know that as you all are navigating career this month, I do feel like there is a lot of maybe a little bit of intensity that you guys are working through. I feel like you guys are maybe experiencing a situation this month that feels like it's almost complete. So this could be like you working on completing a big project. This could be having to do with some sort of maybe conflict going on in the workplace, something like that. But something is about to be completed. And so you guys are just being guided to like keep going, keep pushing, because whatever this is that you guys are moving through, it's almost done. It's almost over, and you will have that space of being relieved. With the 6th angel, the 6th chakra, this is our 3rd eye chakra. So what this is really telling me, pile number 1, is that intuition is really going to serve you well this month. Sometimes with this gibbous moon energy, I think they actually refer to this as like a bulging moon, because you can see that it's almost at its space of completion. But it's not quite there at the full moon yet. So sometimes when you look at it, it looks kind of like bulging, if that makes sense. So this could mean that you might be dealing with a kind of a touch and go situation at work, or something that is maybe highly sensitive in energy. And you're really being guided to tap into your intuition with regard to like what actions to take, what moves you need to make with regard to the situation. Your 3rd eye is really what's going to be guiding you through this, okay? Those are just the overall energies I'm getting. Let's go ahead and tap into your tarot cards. So we have the 5 of Pentacles here first, starting off your month of May, followed up here by the Ace of Cups, and then ending off your month here with the Knight of Cups. So definitely picking up on a lot of emotion for you all for your career this month, pile number 1. And I think this makes a lot of sense here, because like this gibbous moon, sometimes this can be like when emotions are at their peak with something going on, and I'm definitely seeing that happening for you. I'm feeling like you guys are really wanting to like move forward or drive forward toward a goal of some sort, which is why you're really close to achieving this gibbous moon. You all did pick the blue Chalcedony, which does help us to kind of be more laser focused on our goals. So I feel like this is something you all are really wanting this month. Starting off your month, we do have the Five of Pentacles. So this could be about experiencing a loss, right? Like Five of Pentacles is usually like in a career reading, like, ugh, I'm not getting the job that I wanted. Maybe some of you guys did apply for something and you weren't, accepted for that position. This could just also be about suffering some sort of a loss at the beginning of the month. And for a select few of you, this could just be like financial stuff going on. Like maybe our finances are a little bit tighter than we want it to be, but intuitively, the way I'm reading this, maybe some of you guys, hopefully everybody here is familiar with the Grinch here. This message is actually really powerful because the Grinch did all of what he did to try to cause chaos. He was basically being somebody that he wasn't. He wasn't being authentic to himself. He was kind of covering up the big heart that he had because he was trying to play this role, this character of being this big bad guy. You know what I mean? And so I do feel like toward the beginning of your month, pile one, there's a message here around authenticity that's going to be really important. I think that it's going to be very important for you to show up to work, whatever it is that you're doing in your career. If you are experiencing a loss at the beginning of the month, it just means that it wasn't right for you. It wasn't in alignment with you. It wasn't something that would have allowed you to be your authentic self. And it's just, a stepping stone on the path to what your real true goal should be, or what the real job is that you're going to be the most in alignment with, if that makes sense. With this Ace of Cups, I'm definitely seeing like there's a lot of emotion with regard to whatever this loss was, or a lot of emotion with regard to whatever this feeling of lack is that's going on with your career. And so in the middle of the month, I'm definitely feeling like, again, going back to that gibbous moon, things just might be feeling a little bit sensitive, but I also see this as an opportunity for you all to really start like tapping into your intuition and really start tapping into the things that bring you joy at work, bringing back maybe a little bit of that self-love, that work-life balance, maybe taking the space to not worry so much about whatever this was and focus more in on what's going to be best for you personally. You're ending out your month here in a really positive space with the Knight of Cups. So this is like when things are feeling a lot better. This is going to be a space of when maybe for some of you, you're offered to work on a very creative project, something that really makes your heart sing, right? This could be an offer of a job for some of you or a new project, something along those lines. But intuitively, the way that I'm feeling about this Knight of Cups is that you guys, I think, are going to have the opportunity to like really work on your creativity, really be able to participate in something that helps you tap into your inner child again. This is really just screaming like inner child nostalgia to me. And so where traditionally the Knight of Cups speaks of an offer or kind words being spoken, I do feel that for some of you watching this is speaking of you being able to do some sort of a creative project that is really going to resonate with you and lift your spirits. Very inner child vibes. Oh my gosh. So we have the watermelon, have fun with your inner child. So yeah, I think that really aligns very well with what we were just talking about with this Knight of Cups. I think that especially toward the middle to the ending of the month, pile number one, I'm definitely seeing a time where you're going to be able to infuse fun back into the workplace and maybe sort of take your mind off, take your energy off whatever this loss was that didn't work out for you, whatever this, intense energy is that didn't work out for you. I feel like this is going to be something that having fun and being creative at work is going to help you kind of move away from that energy. We also have the Peach, inhale a breath of life. This is such a beautiful card, such beautiful energy. And honestly, pile one, I'm getting a lot of self-care messages coming through for you in your reading for career. So if you're watching this and you're like experiencing a really intense situation at work, I feel like this is a huge message from the universe that they're wanting you to like relax. They're wanting you to really work on that work-life balance. And that's really the vibe that I'm getting here. Inhaling a breath of life. This is about, it's orange, so this speaks to creativity, again, with this Knight of Cups. But I also think this is just about you taking a moment to just like, like, let's just move on from whatever this emotional situation was that didn't really serve you. So the last message that I have is a music oracle. So these are just really fun. We'll just see what we get here. So you guys have Dolly Parton. The higher the heels, the closer to heaven. Caution will get you nowhere. The most precious diamonds are sometimes disguised as rhinestones. Interesting, you guys. You know, it's like, it kind of taking me back to this message that we had here with the Grinch, with the Five of Pentacles, right? Like, because at the end of the day, the Grinch was actually a really nice person. He just didn't look the way that people thought that he should look. You know what I mean? He was disguising his true self. And so I feel like this is another message here with Dolly Parton coming through about you remaining authentic to you. So again, like, I feel that this is the way that you all are going to be able to like really navigate through career this month. What is your intuition telling you? Like, what are your intuitive impulses, your creative impulses saying to you? I feel like that is the direction that you guys are really being guided to move in, and just making sure that you're being yourself. Whatever this is, working on work-life balance as well. Huge message coming through. So please let me know, pile one. I know this went really a little long, but let me know how the message resonated with you. I would love to hear your feedback in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to view this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey there, pile number 2. So if you guys chose this pyrite crystal, let's go ahead and see what's coming through for you guys for your career in the month of May. Starting off here with some oracle cards so we can get a sense of the overall energies you're working with. So for you, pile number 2, we have the disseminating moon. Take a time to breathe out, okay? Interesting. And then we also have adjacent possibilities. Beautiful. Okay, so pile number 2, just like right off the bat with these energies here, overall what I'm getting here, especially starting with this disseminating moon, I feel like some of you guys may have just come through maybe a little bit of an intense situation. Something has recently come to a head at work. Something has just come to a like max potential at your work. And this month is kind of about you guys just getting a little bit of relief from that. So if you're working in a really stressful environment or working on a stressful project, this is a month where you can finally feel like, okay, that's done, it's over, now it's time for me to wind down from this. I'm also getting a message here about self-care for you as well, pile number 2. So just making sure that balance, work-life balance is happening for you this month, being really mindful of doing things for yourself, being okay with like where you are with work, not forcing or pushing anything super intensely. Yeah, like I'm almost feeling like this is going to be a month where you guys need to just like be okay with where you are right now and relax a little bit. There is also a message here around adjacent possibilities. So I think that this month you guys may find fulfillment in other things outside of work, or you may find opportunities in other areas that you weren't necessarily expecting with work. So if you guys are wanting a new role or you're wanting something new and fresh in work, they're wanting you to stay chill about it, but still be comfortable to kind of explore here and there some other opportunities or other possibilities that might work for you. I'm feeling very like chill but exploratory type of vibes, if that makes sense, okay? So let's go ahead and get your tarot cards for the month. So starting off your month here, we have the Devil. Mid-May, we have Knight of Wands, and end of May, we have the Page of Cups. This is awesome, you guys. So definitely with this Devil energy, I'm very much getting the impression that you guys are still bound to something. Like there's still maybe a debt that's owed, or there's still something that you guys feel like you kind of just have to do, you're obligated to do, even though it may not be something that's bringing you a ton of fulfillment right now. And so that's kind of what this Devil is speaking of. This is more toward the beginning of the month of May, and I think this makes sense with this disseminating moon, because this is about something like finally fading off, like we're finally breaking away from something that's come to an end. But there's still a little bit of it lingering at the beginning of the month, where there are still obligations and things that you guys may have to do, okay? For a few of you guys out there, this could also be referring to like a toxic work environment of some sort, or maybe almost just feeling like you're kind of stuck in a career that's not really taking you anywhere. So with the Devil in career, this is really interesting, you guys, and I do want to pause on this because this can also be about like kind of being stuck somewhere because they lure you in with a bunch of like goodies. You know what I mean? Like this could be about you guys having, maybe a lot of you guys have a good job that pays good money, it has good benefits, you've got like vacation and things like that. but maybe it's not a career that you can really move up in, right? But you kind of stay because it's comfortable, and they give you all of these like accoutrements that make you feel really good. But in the long run, it's like you've hit a ceiling. Like that's the type of scenario that I envision for the devil at work. So I do feel this is going to be a presence that's kind of here throughout this month, but I do see things picking up for you in a really positive way as you navigate through the month of May. So Knight of Wands, I feel like a lot of you guys, going back to this adjacent possibilities, this is like a lot of fun, exploratory energy that I'm getting. I do feel like things may start picking up for you a little bit at work, but in a really good way. So I know that we really talked about taking this month to sort of like be selfish, relax from the intensity that maybe you've just been experiencing, and have a little bit of that work-life balance. And I'm kind of getting almost like travel vacation vibes. So maybe some of you guys are going to take some time off this month so you can get a break from your obligations and things like that. But this is about like things sort of like picking up, but in a really fun, creative way. So creativity could be something that's on the table for you. An offer coming through where you get to be very creative and maybe get some mobility. Physical mobility going on at work is definitely coming through in the middle of the month for career. Ending up here with the Page of Cups. So again, really fun, light energy. This is good news coming in for you. So if you're waiting on some sort of positive news about your career, I do see this coming through for you guys at the end of the month of May. But again, I also see this as just you continuing to like focus in on that inner child and infusing fun and creativity into the workplace. Maybe even starting off on exploring something a little bit new that's really going to feel emotionally fulfilling for you, because this Page of Cups, it does have to do with starting off on a new journey as well. And if you guys are taking the time to sort of explore some different possibilities with work, I'm definitely seeing sort of like the first steps toward a new beginning happening here at the end of the month, okay? Next cards, we have Orange, Nurture Yourself. Yeah. So going back to that, disseminating moon, this is really a good month for you guys to be selfish and make sure you're doing things that are going to be good for you. So if you do work for a company, you do want to fulfill your obligations, of course, because that's what we have to do as responsible professionals. But please make sure that you're taking the time to also explore your own passions and explore other possibilities that can maybe lift you out of the ceiling you could have hit. We also have Indigo. So this is about improving your vision. This has to do with our third eye. So I think, there could be something around intuition that's really important for you this month, pile number 2. So making sure that you are listening to your gut, listening to your inner voice, listening to your intuition, allowing that to really guide you as you are exploring other possibilities or potential opportunities coming your way, okay? Final message we have is the music, what is this called? I think it's called the Music Oracles. Yeah, so they have musicians on them. These are just really fun, so we'll see what comes through. So we have Patti Smith. So we have a few messages here. Jesus died for somebody's sins, but not yours. Goodness. Learn to make peace with eternal dissatisfaction. The most powerful form of rebellion is of the spirit. That's what's really resonating with me, you guys, because I feel like you guys are definitely kind of obligated and bound to something with career. And you do have a message here about, spirituality, third eye, intuition. And so I do think that using your intuition to explore things that genuinely interest you is going to be the way that you quote unquote rebel from this place of feeling stuck. Okay. So again, it just keeps going back to making sure that you guys are being selfish this month for your own career development, for whatever it is that you specifically need to feel happy with career while still fulfilling your duties. Learn to make peace with eternal dissatisfaction. So I feel like for some of you guys, you may be expecting a little bit too much out of your career, or expecting a little bit too much out of maybe the company that you work for or your supervisor. Like there's definitely a message here where we need to make sure that we're not expecting perfection from a career, because nothing's ever going to be perfect. No career is ever going to fulfill every single little need that we have. There's going to be pros and cons for everybody, right? So I think that this is just another message, just helping you guys to ground a little bit and making sure that you're managing your expectations as you are exploring new things or exploring, your current role further. So let me know, pile 2. This was a really interesting reading. I'm really digging it. I personally resonate with some of the messages that are here myself. So you'll have to let me know what resonated with you in the comment box down below. I love to hear your guys' feedback. Respectful feedback, of course, I just have to say that. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to view today's video. I'll catch you in the next one. Hey there, pile number 3. So if you chose the little citrine crystal, let's go ahead and see what is headed your way for career this month. Starting off with your Oracle card messages. These are going to be your overall energies, that you guys are working through. So we do start off here, work through your fears, the new moon in Scorpio. Okay, cool. And then we have the storm warning. Okay, so these are just the overall energies that you guys are working with this month. And what I'm feeling intuitively is that this is a month where I feel like deep transformation is occurring in your career. We have the sign of Scorpio here. It is a new moon, so you guys are working with something new. This is a new type of energy that's coming through for career, perhaps something that you guys have never experienced before at your job. But you are being guided here to work through this. You're being guided to really try to stick this out as much as you can. So I think that, Scorpio it's a very deep transformative sign. It is about moving through our fears. It is about kind of confronting the shadow sides of ourselves. And so this could be about you guys confronting the shadow sides of yourself with career, but it could also be about you confronting maybe a shadow side of your job that you weren't really expecting. And it does feel like with the storm warning that there is going to be some sort of disturbance on the way at your job, or just some sort of challenges being presented here. Again, that's probably something you haven't really dealt with before. The cool thing though about the storm warning that I do want to point out though is that it is off in the distance. So it's like you guys see this is coming. It is imminent. I don't feel like it's something that's going to take you guys by surprise. It's like you just know it's on the way. You've got a heads up. It's out in the distance. So this is about you guys being able to like kind of prepare yourself for what's to come so that you can successfully navigate through the challenges when they do present themselves to you. Okay, but let's pop through and take a look at your tarot messages so we can get some details here. So we do start off here with the 3 of Wands at the beginning of May. Middle of the month of May, we do have the 4 of Wands. And then you guys closing out your month here with the 9 of Wands. Okay. So, I mean, overall, you guys have a lot of positive energy coming through here. So I definitely don't want you to be too freaked out about the storm warning. This, again, it's just about preparing, So, okay, beginning off your month, we do have the 3 of Wands here. So this is about planning. This is about kind of looking out into the future and deciding what direction we're going to go. I also see this as you guys anticipating this storm coming in, because the 3 of Wands is very much about like looking off into the sunset, looking out and anticipating something or someone coming through, okay? And it's a planning card. So I definitely see that you guys feel like very in control of this at the beginning of the month. There's a lot of planning going on here. Scheduling is something coming through. Like this is very much about like getting the details in order for what's to come. 4 of Wands, this is interesting. So we go from the 3 to the 4. So this tells me that progress is coming. And I just noticed something. You guys have all wands coming through. So this is a lot of fire energy. And just overall, what I'm getting from that is that this is going to be like an action-packed month for you guys, for sure. But the 4 of Wands, this talks about like foundations. This talks about structure. This talks about, your environment as well. So like in this case, I would be reading it as like your workplace environment, the place where you go to work. This could be like a home situation for some of you, maybe work from home as well is something of significance. So I feel like whatever is coming, you guys are making sure that you're set up with like a solid foundation toward like the beginning to middle of the month of May so that you're ready to go when the craziness hits. But I also feel like partnerships are going to be really important for you guys, especially in the middle of the month of May, because we have this really cute scene. I think this is from Friends where like, we have 2 people here, 2 brides, like really enjoying each other's company. And so I do feel like cultivating really positive relationships at work is going to be really important for you navigating your circumstances here. End of the month, we have the 9 of Wands. So this is definitely where like that hard work is sort of kicking in. I see like a lot of phone calls for some of you guys, or maybe phoning a friend for help. But this is definitely where you guys may be feeling a lot of work, maybe a little bit of burnout going on. Like the heaviest load is definitely coming through for you guys at the ending of May. But it's important to know with this Nine of Wands that it's just like temporary. And if you are able to push through, it can be over really quick. But you guys just might be feeling a little bit overworked toward the end of the month. I want to see, before I pull the last few cards for you, I do want to just tap into this new moon in Scorpio and just make sure that I didn't miss any messages. So, interesting. So the card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes. So you guys might be like, it's a rebuilding period this month. You know what I mean? Maybe some of you guys are like, I feel like some of you guys might be setting up for like a new business or something like that, which would make a lot of sense why you've got this 3 and 4 of Wands. Maybe you guys are setting up a new business this month or setting up for like a new type of endeavor this month, while still navigating whatever other circumstances you have going on with your regular job. Because I do think at the ending of the month here with this 9 of Wands, it's like you have a lot on your plate. So maybe doing 2 things at once is just a lot here. But I feel like some of you guys are doing this because of the storm that's happening in your day job for some of you. Let's see what we get with your color messages. So we have the plum, overcome challenges. Yeah. So you guys are just really being guided here to make sure that you face your fears. Make sure that you are dealing with things head on. Do not avoid them. Leverage your partnerships if you can. I think that's going to really help you. Ruby, rejuvenate your body. This is a very action-packed energy that with this ruby, you guys are really being guided here, I think, to like channel like that primal, just like your root chakra energy and just push forward. You guys might feel like you're exerting a lot of effort and energy into your work this month with that 9 of Wands coming through as well. So you just want to be mindful of that. Our last message here, pile 3, this is from the Music Oracle. This is just a fun little card. So we have share. This says, nothing becomes a legend more than not giving a damn. Bad taste trumps no taste any day. Lovers come and lovers go, but sequins are forever. That's so funny. I feel like you guys just want to make sure that as you're navigating your month that I think releasing any expectations, try not to like give too much of your emotions or too much of your energy to any negativity that's going on in the workplace. This not giving a damn is really resonating with me when I'm looking at the rest of your cards here, pile number 3. Like, you guys definitely have a positive month ahead, but there's certainly challenges that are coming through, and it's going to be a lot of building and work that you guys are going to have to kind of do to keep yourselves like in a solid foundation, you know? So I think it's important for you to make sure that you're being yourself and that you are doing what you know is right for you and not really giving a crap about like what anybody else has to say about it. You know what I mean? I feel like that's going to serve you better than like relying on everybody else's opinions or other people, like their input. You don't need any of that distraction this month. I think you guys really need to just focus on doing what you know is best for you. So pile 3, that's all I have for your reading today. Please let me know in the comment box down below how this message resonated with you. I love to hear your guys' respectful feedback. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to view today's video, and I will catch you next time. Bye. Hey there, pile number 4. So if you chose this purple fluorite candy, let's go ahead and see what is coming in for your career in the month of May. Starting off here with your overall energies, we do have the new moon in Sag. Luck is on your side. We love to see that. And we also have walking away. Okay. I like it already, pile number 4. So kind of the vibe that I'm getting is that you guys are exploring something new this month in your career. You are moving away from something that's no longer serving you, something that's no longer providing you with the satisfaction that you're looking for in your career. I see you guys moving out of this little gated area and going to explore something better. We do also have the new moon in Sagittarius. So the new moon does speak of new beginnings coming through. And I do feel that whatever this new beginning is, it feels very exploratory with Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is like I think of creative endeavors. I think of travel. This can also just be about you guys mentally walking away from your current job while you start to explore and expand your options. But I love that we have the message here that luck is on your side. So for some of you guys, you could be getting like a lucky opportunity this month, something that you didn't really think would ever be thrown your way, something surprising. But for others of you, this is a message to know that like luck is on your side. Like the universe is on your side. You are on the right track with making this decision. Okay. Let's tap into your tarot cards here. So we have the Six of Cups. We have the World. I love it. And we also have Judgment. Yeah. Guys, this is so cool. Like, okay, so we do start off here with the Six of Cups. So this does talk about things that are familiar to us. This talks about places that we've been, things that have made us really comfortable. So at the beginning of the month, I'm definitely still seeing you guys maybe in a comfortable space. I keep being drawn to this. So this deck, you guys, it's the 90s tarot, but I'm not familiar with every image in here. And I'm not familiar with this show, even though I remember seeing it on TV, I think, when I was a kid. But I keep seeing how she's like snuggled up to this little doll, and like her and the doll almost are like twins, which is kind of weird. If you guys know what show that is, let me know. Pile 4. But it's like, I think that you guys are just tired of the same old same. I feel like maybe you guys don't feel like you're standing out at your current job, or some of you guys just might feel like maybe it's just too comfortable. You know, it's very much just like you guys are ready for something new. And with the World energy coming up here in the middle of the month, this is where I'm seeing like this old cycle of comfortability really closing out. It's like this is coming to an end so that something new can begin. And I don't know for sure, but it's hard for me to tell, but it almost looks as though she might be pregnant here. If she's not, please, Lord, no shade, but it definitely looks like she is, just the way she's touching her stomach while she's singing. And so again, this is about you guys giving birth to something new. This is about birth. This is about newness. This is about your creativity as well. Like, I think some of you guys might be pursuing a creative endeavor this month that you maybe hadn't had the courage to explore before. But I also think, again, this just symbolizes new beginnings coming through and something old being closed out so that you're able to move forward. Ending in the month here, we do have the Judgment card. So it's kind of interesting. Typically our Judgment comes before the World, but I do feel like there is some decision that you guys may be required to make here at the ending of the month of May, or just some sort of review that you're doing over your options, or a review that you're doing over maybe this new opportunity or this new energy that's coming through. This is just about like knowing that it's time to ascend to a higher calling, but maybe just needing to like review the details before we do so. Like preparing for next is kind of the message that I'm hearing coming through. Some of you guys may also have a partner, somebody that kind of has your back, that you guys are doing this with, or just a support system around you that's able to help. So next we have yellow. We have purify your body, okay? And then we have cyan, build your confidence. So we've got solar plexus energy here. We've got our throat chakra. So I think confidence is a strong message coming through, you guys, because yellow solar plexus is all about us being able to just like push through and do something. So I feel like courage is going to be really important for you guys this month, with you walking away from whatever your current thing is that you're doing. Confidence is going to be really, really important. I also think too, this is just a sidebar, you guys want to make sure you're taking care of your body as well. If you're getting ready to start something new, maybe your current job has caused a little bit of stress here. So this is just about a message I'm getting here around work-life balance. Here we have, building your confidence, and this is blue, which has to do with our throat chakra. So I do feel, pile number 4, that confidence in speaking is going to be of significance here. And you do have a couple cards here where in the images somebody is singing or somebody is talking on the phone. And so I definitely think that networking here with the World is important. That would definitely like kind of tie in with this exploration energy of Sagittarius. Like, I do see for some of you toward the middle of the month that networking and having the confidence to kind of put yourself out there to this world of people is going to be really, really important here, okay? So building up your confidence to speak, to ask for what you need, building your confidence to interview well could be something that's coming through for some of you guys as well. But definitely speaking up is important. All right, so the final card that I have for you, pile number 4, is from the Music Oracles, and you guys have David Bowie, one of my faves. This says, never lower your mask until you have another ready beneath. How freaking, I know that's not what it's talking about, but why does this feel so relevant to our time right now with masks? We have cultivate strangeness and beauty will follow. Seek the truth floating far above the moon. So I think you guys, this really is resonating for me with the message of judgment here. I think it's going to be important for you as you are moving through this transition, as you are exploring new options this month, pile number 4. Seek the truth floating far above the moon. Look at the big picture. And that's kind of what it talks about with judgment. Like, this is about ascending above the fray, really looking down on the situation. Same thing with Sagittarius. It's like expanding your consciousness, expanding your awareness of what's going on, and making your moves based off of like the big picture. What's going to really resonate with you? What's going to benefit you in the big picture? What's going to benefit others that might be involved in the big picture? So like being able to kind of look for the truth by zooming out the lens is going to be very important for you here, pile number 4. So those are all the messages I have coming through for you guys. So please drop me a comment down below and let me know how this message resonated with you. Thank you, pile 4, so much for viewing today's video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.